Welcome to Discovery, and welcome to another episode of Discovery. We got a good week of Discovery for you guys today, and we are going to talk about 6 brand new albums that have just been released. Well, apart from one album that was released back in March, I think. Let's get on with it. You know the drill. Before I start Discovery, pop your discoveries down below and let me know what albums you're going to check out, because there is one particular album that could be my favorite black metal album of the year so far. So anyway, let's get on with it. Coming up first is Eremit and the album Bearer of Many Names. This is a very slow and doomy and sludgy record. It really is. I just love the dominant dynamics on this, and the guitars, the production creates this atmosphere. There's a lot of atmospheric vibe on this. Even the Ahab lead singer is featured on Enshrined in Indissoluble Chains and in Light and Darkness. That is the longest song, and I believe it was a single, but holy shit, that is probably one of the best songs off the album. Map Territies of Clans Without Names is very slow and quite doomy. Most of this album incorporate elements of funeral doom along with just atmospheric black metal. Love the harsh aggressive vocals on this. Times it just feels like you're in a sludgy sort of slimy cave. It's just really good album overall. It's a very long album as well, with just only 3 songs, being Enshrined in Indissoluble Chains and Light and Darkness, Secret Powers Entrenched in Ancient Artifact, and Unmapped Terrors of Clans Without Names. One of the best doom metal albums of the year, you could say, but there are a lot of black metal elements on this particular LP. Bearer of Many Names by Eremit is one of my favorite albums of the month. So we move on to some black metal. We got Order of Nosferat and the album Arrival of the Plague Bearer. This album is very good. It's very atmospheric black metal. Just like the keyboards on this. The keyboards are quite prominent throughout this album. This was released on June 7th. Very good black metal album. Just really do enjoy his harsh, aggressive vocals on this. And the guitar work is fantastic. There are a few instrumentals along the way on this album, being Sleepless in Sorrow and Bloodthirst. Then you got songs like Lost in the Crypts of My Need for Affection. And to end off the album is also an instrumental dance of the Wallet Chain Winter Spirits. Arrival of the Plague Bearer harnesses true of that really strong atmospheric black metal that we absolutely love. There are some symphonic elements that build throughout this album. The orchestral moments, the keyboards and pianos really build this atmosphere. We really enjoy the song Follow Path of the Carpathian Blood Wolves. Then you got Beyond Pitch Black Woodlands, A Trail of Living Coffins, which is like 7 minutes long. Pretty good album overall, don't get me wrong, pretty good album overall. But there are some weaknesses. Production is okay on this, although I would have liked the production be a little bit more crisper in tone for a particular atmospheric black metal album to work like that. But yeah, pretty good LP overall, but definitely not one of the best. Next up we go to some mellow death. We're talking about the band Path of Destiny and the album The Seed of All Evil. This album is very good. Love the vocals. Vocals are incredibly harsh and aggressive. There is some awesome symphonic overlay that builds throughout this LP. Really enjoyed the song Erased by Light, Endbringer, As Stars Collide. Great songs like March of the Antichrist. Some great guitar solos. Some really catchy riffs as well. It's quite atmospheric in tone. It's just textured with just symphonic atmosphere. Although one thing is that this album does drag a little. Some of these songs do sound a bit samey. There's another mellow death album that I absolutely love that I think is a lot better than Path of Destiny in my opinion, but The Seed of All Evil holds true to a melodic death style. It does sound like bands such as like At the Gates at times, especially the riffs, especially the guitar solos. And it's a good album overall, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not one of the best melodic death metal albums of the year. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was released on June 11th through Apostasy Records. The album cover, man, the album cover is fucking fantastic. It's just like fucking like a monster just getting ripped in half. But yeah, I would definitely recommend you The Seed of All Evil, Path of Destiny if you like mellow death. Next up we got Aeon of Eternal and the album The Wanderer. Now this is a death metal band, you could say, but they incorporate a lot of elements of doom. There is a lot of elements of doom and some beautiful acoustic passages. I love this album, I really do. I think this is one of the best albums of the year. I instantly bought this album. This was released on April 22nd, and it was I just discovered this album this week. And I think the melodies on this are so damn gorgeous. At times this does remind me of something out of like Swallow the Sun. This is a melodic death doom album, you could say. They're just beautiful melodies that just seep into your brain. It's just a beautiful ride. This album is quite short, it's around 14 minutes, but the melodies like Darahara, Day, songs like Sumu are just infectious in tone. The melodies are so damn good on this. Beautiful angelic moments as well, but the vocals are incredibly doomy, and I love how the vocals have that really atmospheric death doom vibe that you get throughout death doom albums. Just a fantastic album overall, The Wanderer, Aeon of Eternal. Just a fantastic debut album. But yeah, get your hands on The Wanderer. Definitely check out this. Next up, we got an album that hasn't even dropped yet. We're talking about Hiraes and the album Solitary. This is a promo release that I just heard. This will be released on the 25th of this month. What can I say? This album is absolutely fantastic. I love the melodies on this. This does remind me of Insomnium. The guitar they've been inspired by Insomnium. The vocals on this, which is a female vocalist, her vocals are so damn fucking good on this. I love her harsh and aggressive vocals. She also incorporates a few cleaner vocals as well. Her name is Britta Gortz, and Hiraes are a German mellow death band, and you know what, there are just absolutely great songs like the melody Under the Fire. The melody on Under the Fire is so damn infectious. Got songs like Shadows Break, Eyes Over Black, Solitary so damn good, along with Strangers, and Running Out of Time is one of the best fucking melodies of the year. The guitar melodies, the solos on this, and just a great atmosphere. Incorporating some element of doom metal on this. There's just so many surprises along the way. One of the best mellow death albums of the year at the moment. I just really enjoyed it. Love the songs Grain of Sand, 1,000 Lights. The guitars on this are so damn fucking tasty. The drumming is absolutely fantastic. Not to mention the production. Production is so damn good. I just love how crisp and clear you can hear every single instrument. But yeah, Hiraes, Solitary, get your hands on June 25th, because it's going to be one of the best albums of that month. And finally, we got one of my favorites. One of my favorite albums of this year. We got, and my god, we got Firienholt by the Waters of Awakening. What can I say? This is a absolutely brilliant album by Firienholt, or an epic black metal band incorporating a lot of majestic synths. There are a lot of majestic synths, remind me of bands like Caladan Brood. It is inspired by J.R. Tolkien's world, the Middle Earth, inspired by Lord of the Rings, the whole fucking story about a protagonist that is marching towards his death. It looks like there's a massive battle, and you can tell there is a massive battle throughout this album. Ashes of the Golden Whore, where there's just strong, heavy blast beats, along with just incredible, harsh, aggressive vocals. But what is so damn good about this album is they balance the heaviness along with the softness. This is more on the mellow side of things. This is an incredibly soft black metal album, but it's just so atmospheric in tone. And not to mention the melodies on these. The melodies on these songs are so damn catchy. The fucking choruses on these songs, the clean vocals are so damn good. It's so damn epic. Got songs like A Forgotten Legacy. How can you not? I remember the chorus on Forgotten Legacy. Gone are the stars and the morning light. Gone is the path of free. Lost are their hearts and their hopes tonight. The year's bringing misery. Oh, I love it. I love this album. It's so damn good. Like War of Wrath, War of Ruin. I'd say War of Wrath, War of Ruin is probably the weakest song of the album, but it's fucking fantastic. This is like a 9.5 out of 10 album. I love it. I love how different this album is by any black metal album of the year at the moment. This is such an epic fucking album. Majestic synths, some great piano work. It's just a one hell of a fun time. Just a song like Ashes the Golden Whore, where it does get a little bit heavier. Then Ruminations by Starlight becomes softer, but yet become heavier with the vocals work. The melodies on The Whispering Shadow is just so damn good as well. One of the best black metal albums of 2021. Although the melodies do repeat themselves over and over again, the melodies just get stuck in your head. This is just an earworm of an album. The chorus is so damn majestic and so damn catchy at times. One ring to rule them all. I love it. I love it. And his vocals, the vocals transition between the harsh, aggressive, shrieky black metal vocals to the clean vocals. It is just a beautiful album. And Firienholt, By the Waters of the Awakening, is going to be in my probably top 5 black metal albums of the year. It is just such a beautiful album. It's not heavy. It's beautiful. It's blissful. The melodies are so damn good. I can't stress to you enough that you guys need to listen to Firienholt. If you like epic black metal, if you like the folky elements, if you like the lore of Lord of the Rings, you're gonna fucking well love Firienholt By the Waters of Awakening. Check it out now. Gone are the stars and the morning light. Well, that's it for Discovery, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. Really, guys, my only recommendation is check out Firienholt By the Waters of Awakening. It's so damn good. I loved it. But yeah, comment below what albums you're going to check out on Discovery. Do you agree or disagree in my opinion? Keep the discussion going in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.